I'm in my gamer pants.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, we are Gamer Pants. And
Apparently, it was some kind of eldritch monstrosity. We need a summoning
did
ritual.
it not come out well? I
It
don't think
did.
it did. Okay. I tried so hard. I'm assuming you don't get what I referenced, do you?
You tried so hard and failed.
We'll give him a pass for today.
I tried to make a square, instead I made a circle.
It's his birthday. He can make bad puns all day.
I had planned to do this yesterday because I was like, you know what? When we record the episode, it's going to be Saturday. We're going to release it Monday, and today is Sunday. So there's no point in being like, you know what? When you watch this, take a day off. Because it's fucking Sunday. No one does anything Sunday.
Yes.
For both good and bad reasons.
There's jobs that you have to work on Sunday.
I know, and that's very unfortunate.
Actually, most of the times I do get it out Sundays, but recently I've been having to push it till Monday because we record a little late.
No, but like my point is that like I want to be like, today, take today off. You know what? Whenever you watch this, take today off as well.
Yes, I'm probably listening to this at work, but I'm gonna take the day off. I'm gonna go home. Junior told me to go home.
Exactly, because it's my birthday. You get to go home.
Yes.
It'll be our tradition.
But yes, anyways, guys, yes, like Junior said, welcome to Gamer Pants. This is episode, 24? Yes, 24.
Yeah, 24.
I'm Eno.
Today is a special day.
Y'all heard Junior. Y'all heard Mitsuki. And y'all haven't heard our ghost of, the podcast, Cultist, because...
We need to update the image of him, make him a ghost.
Yes.
No, Cultist just left.
Yes.
You know, I could say
he departed
that they
from
can't
the
really...
afterlife.
I could say that no one could prove me wrong until near the end.
Yes. He's
hey,
gone.
Quick question, Mitsuki. Do you have a fan on your mic?
No.
Oh. Someone's rumbling. I don't know who.
No idea.
I will now proceed to scroll through comms and see if I can pull something up.
Anyways, guys, let's get right into it. Yeah, it's fucking 24 episodes, guys, and we're so professional about it. It's so smooth.
24 episodes, and we still don't have an intro.
Dude, we technically have an intro.
That is our intro.
You know, it's fine. You know, us not having an intro.
I actually hate intros in most YouTube videos. Like, I want to see the content. I don't give a shit about some fancy ass graphics you paid for $3 an hour.
Here's the thing, Junior. The reason we need intros is because people usually, when you open up, like, let's say Spotify, the first episode that shows up is the most recent one, so people don't know who the fuck is who. So if I'm saying, yeah, so Mitsuki, what do you think about this? They'll be like, who the hell is Mitsuki?
But they know who I am because I'm the second voice in this channel.
Anyways, guys, let's get, since our ghost isn't here, let's get right into. We're still waiting for Cultist to say hi, but let's get right into what's freaking the topics that happened this week in gaming / other tech stuff.
So apparently, someone forgot to tell some developers that April Fools is in April, not February.
Are you sure? Because my days are usually jokes. Damn it, that one was too easy.
Yes.
There's your mom joking now. I'm not gonna make it.
You're the terrible person to do it, so why not?
Anyways, so recently the developers of
a game
the day before
a game we talked about it last week, the day before.
I was about to be like, okay, to bring it back to last week's episode, we have the day before gameplay.
Junior's got a good segue into it.
they released a gameplay trailer of it, and
We finally got that gameplay trailer. Yes,
it was very empty.
Yeah. I don't know. Jin, did you get to watch it?
I will watch it right now.
Yes,
It was
Okay.
surprisingly empty. Like, honestly, it really felt like no one was. Like, they forgot to put the zombies in now.
Yes. I guess
I
before
felt
we
like
get
I was watching I Am Legend.
Yes. Well, I guess before we get too deep into it, like just a little quick recap. There is a game called The Day Before that was supposed to come out I don't know, recently or in the near future, but they ran into some issues with
Copyright law.
copywriting of their name, right? The title of their game. So they said we're gonna put
And
it back.
delays.
So people already thought this game was kind of like non-existent. It was just like a ruse. It wasn't really like a game. It was just like a sham to get like a
And
cash grab. You know, like
I
the
feel bad
sometimes
because
happens.
last episode I defended saying, there's no way this is a scam. The game exists. It might not be good, but it exists because, how are you going to spend all this money, have these developers watching you, be having it checked up on, and not have anything to show for it? Well,
because of those issues that they had they said they were going to release a gameplay trailer before the launch, and because of those issues with copywriting, they said maybe we can't release this gameplay issue or this gameplay trailer. But they finally released it, and what was it, like Friday, right? This past Friday, like
yeah, it was
the
Friday.
third or something, not the third or fourth.
It was actually Thursday.
Can I
Okay,
make a
well,
statement?
Thursday.
Real
Yes.
quick?
Uh-huh.
Is this a new gameplay trailer or a CS or a PUBG map?
A PUBG
Am I
map.
looking at a new PUBG map?
Bro, actually, don't give PUBG that much credit. It didn't even look that good. It wasn't that good.
No, but my point is, it was so empty and one-sided. I was seeing someone just shoot. What the hell?
Yes.
Here's
So-
the thing, like a lot of those textures are unrefined as well.
You think so? Like, see, here's the thing.
They
So,
were
like, in the gameplay
pixely.
trailer, I watched the gameplay trailer. It looks like, does the game look horrible? No. The graphics look all right. I know a lot of people say that it looks kind of like a Fortnite-y, but I don't see the relation to Fortnite.
I don't see the Fortnite.
Yeah,
Fortnite has its own distinct style.
Yeah,
Here's
the
the
art
thing.
style is not there. It's just more like going for more a realism kind of type look to it, But it does look extremely barren. I will say that. Like, there's not barren in the sense of like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but like it's a cityscape. There's cars in the way, things like that.
That's why I brought up the PUBG, because it looked like a
Here you go.
PUBG map.
We can
Yeah.
order Terra KJK with the video about to post, which shows a comparison of the 2021 release to the 2023, and it is quite jarring.
Yeah, well, our listeners can't see it, so yeah.
Well, I did tell them who it was. The textures are really bad.
Uh-huh.
Like, I understand, textures in 2023, but like they are blurry, unpolished from what I saw. And I was giving them the shadow of the doubt, but when I really saw it, was like, it was bad. It was supposed to be in a 4K thing, and it looked bad.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not the biggest hope about graphics. I kind of really don't care about graphics. I mean, one of my favorite games is Risk of Rain. And if you know anything about Risk of Rain, it's not a very aesthetic game.
Yeah.
So I don't care about graphics, but watching it, it felt like the trailer from I Am Legend, where he walks in this long, empty hallway, just walking straight down. And I felt it was very dead.
Yeah, like for as much as like the world is set, like I think like the world in general, it looks kind of nice, right? Doesn't look horrible, it doesn't look bad. For the way the gameplay is, I think it looks better. It's essentially like a survival, like an open world survival freaking
Would
crafting
you say
game or
it's more
whatever.
like a 3D Project Zomboid?
No, because Project Zomboid has zombies everywhere. Like, you can avoid them, you can get
Well, I
around
meant more in
them.
the sense of their survival, because you have to micromanage a lot of shit in Zomboid.
Mhm.
Yes, but here it doesn't look like they're micromanaging a lot of shit. It looks like they're literally playing. What's that one game? it looks like it's the beginning of the game. Well, like there's no zombie horde, there's nothing, there's no zombies at all,
Mhm.
and that's my concern because it's the middle of night. If you know anything about Project Zomboid, what happens at night and you try to go out?
I
You
don't
don't
think
see the
anything.
zombies.
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
really know what the difference is.
You don't see the zombies, but you know they're there because you can hear them. Here, you don't know that they're there because there's no sound, there's no audio cues, there's nothing to indicate that they're around. They're just not seeing you. She's running, sprinting at full speed, pretty much.
In the middle of
sprinting.
the open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with no issues. In Project Zomboid, you do that shit, you'd be dead in fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah. So it looks a lot like some other games that I've played. Like, like if you guys ever played Miscreated on PC, or maybe even like Dead Side, but I guess not Dead Side, but it's a survival game, right? It's a zombie survival kind of thing. You walk around and you kill things, right? And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's crafting. It looks like there is a crafting, so it looks like an open world survival crafting game, right? With zombies. But here's the thing: like, I thought it was like the whole thing, that the name the day before and everything. It seems like it's zombie thing, but I mean, for what? How long was the gameplay trailer that they showed? Like 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes between now.
Yeah. So
You don't suppose this is supposed to be more story based?
No, it's not supposed to, because
Well-
here's the thing: it's a survival. The main thing is it's like Project Zomboid. You're
like, I don't know if
supposed
they're
to
exactly gonna have like a
survive.
campaign. Yeah, I don't think it has like
Well,
like
the day before does sound like something you'd be like, oh, you tell a story about what
Like
happened.
what
before the
happened?
zombie.
See,
Yeah.
what I was expecting was it to be like Project Zomboid. Well, you can find hidden stuff where it talks about the game and what's going on,
Mhm.
but the main focus is trying to make that can of beans last 2 days so you can get to Kentuckyville, so you can find the hidden patch of radishes you hoard about. You know?
Yeah.
or to try to farm your own things, that nobody ever freaking does.
How
You're
many
welcome.
times have we tried? I mean, we've tried, but
It takes so long though.
I've succeeded.
also it's hard for me because of my shit. But
Yeah.
point is, it's reasonable, but looking at this, I'm kind of really disappointed. I mean, the ass looks nice. The woman's ass. Let's be honest. I'm gonna give them some credit now, but it feels
would.
really
Oh, God.
empty.
You would. So like yeah, like to add to like why it feels empty and stuff. Like I said, it does look like the game looks like the world looks beautiful. I'm gonna say it. It looks beautiful. Like I don't see this whole texture issues and stuff like that. Like sure, compared to the announcement trailer, it does look different, but it does look like it's a different like time of day.
Area?
Like in the announcement trailer, it had more.
No, it's not even a time of day. They're both at night, but the other area is just like filled with lights.
Yeah,
like
it's
it
like
was
it's a
Christmas.
different setting, so the ambiance is different, right? So like what I think what they did here actually, the announcement trailer looked a lot more Division-ish, right? Which is great and all for like a cinematic, but I think like if it is an open world survival crafting game, which I'm assuming it is, right? I'm not sure. I haven't really read up on all the technicalities of it, right? To have that kind of fidelity in the shots, right? It might be detrimental to the gameplay. So in here, it's a little bit toned down. The colors are not as like the contrast is not as bad there, or I guess it's not as high. But it does look like they added like some kind of like like a misty
Filter?
kind of like like a filter, like where it does look a little bit more like creepier or like foggy-ish, right? I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, coming.
I see that, but
It appears the zombies are a bit dumb.
yes, to expand on why I feel it feels empty and stuff is that, like, sure they did show crafting, right? They showed the whole handguns, like where you can add, or like the guns you can add parts, and you can add parts like in freaking
I'm
Call of
gonna-
Duty, right?
Just to be honest with you a little bit,
Uh-huh.
one of the main things is just for the graphics comparison, is like detailing. Like all the cars have no windows, which is something that catches my eyes. The walls, like little stone things, have no detailings, like they've been damaged or they've been aged or sitting now. That's why I'm pointing out. I do want to make you understand, like, that's my point.
Well,
They
to
did
be fair,
show-
with the whole walls and everything like not being like stupid crashed, like it's from the name the day before, like it just seems like it's it's fairly new
A
into
week
the
after.
something like that, right? So it's not like you're
Funny
gonna
enough.
see like everything blown up and like falling apart in
And the
disrepair.
zombies do I think one of the main reasons why I can say that it feels empty is because for me it's the ambience. Like if I hear a zombie groaning and noises,
Uh huh.
even if I don't see them, I'm still gonna be wary and more cautious and more. I'm gonna feel that dread on my back.
Yeah.
That shit. What's gonna happen? Do I need to worry? Am I gonna turn this corner and there's just gonna be a horde now?
Uh huh.
Like that one time in Project Zomboid where we turned and we found that massive horde and we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like you have. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah. I don't know the time that Junior died.
In the city. In the
Yeah,
city.
Do you have
we were
this
driving somewhere and Mitsuki died.
No.
Or
It's
Junior
fine.
died, or
Mitsuki
Cole
turned
just
a
died.
corner
Somebody
and got
died.
bit, and then he
No,
died.
we fucking. It was in Louisville. Not Louisville, the fucking Kentucky or Ravens home. We turned the corner with the
Uh-huh.
vehicle.
Yeah.
The
We're in the
car
Mustang.
loaded in. You hit the car. Our car died. And the fucking zombie horde was right there. And we were just like, oh shit.
Yeah, and somebody died. We had to wait for them to come back and get their shit. Yeah. So, anyways, like I was saying, it does feel like in the
Pepsi.
gameplay trailer, it was 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes and change, 10:02. So in the gameplay trailer, like they show you running around, going into a house, crafting something at a crafting table or whatnot. But in like I would say 6 minutes or so, or 8 minutes in, you don't see like a zombie like at all. You don't see it until like the very end, like the last 2 or 3 minutes of the trailer, which is weird. Like I would expect this scene to be like like let's say 7 Days to Die, where there is zombies. Like everywhere you go, you can't just really go from one building to another and see zombies. Not I
I
know
was
like
just
not every game
expecting
has
like
to be the
Project
same.
Zomboid.
Yeah, well, right. But like I said, like if it is Project Zomboid, maybe it's too much. So maybe it is focusing more on the survival thing, and zombies are rare, and I would be fine with that. But from what it looks like the zombies. I don't know what their AI is, but like they see you and
Yeah,
they're kind
I
of like
noticed
They're
like
the
they were
Left
getting.
4 Dead 2 zombies. They're the
Like-
Left 4 Dead zombies that stare at you for a moment and go, "Rrr, rrr,"
Yeah.
before you shoot them.
Yeah, and then like I get like in the player that they're showing, like they're showing a POV of an actual player, right? Like it's a gameplay, right? I don't know if it's because like they have specifically because they have a silencer on their weapon or what, but like it
No,
just
they don't.
I believe
They
it
have a
did.
silencer. It
It
didn't
looks
look
like
like it
it looks
from.
like it has a silencer. I'm looking at it right now. It looks like it has a silencer on it.
It didn't look like a silencer. It looked like a normal barrel from what I'm seeing.
How far
But
away are
then
you?
again, I'm at near the end with that the zombies. But you know what? Let's chalk it up to maybe it's dark and the polygons don't look nice. So let's just chalk it up to that. That's why it doesn't look like it has silencer. I'll
Maybe.
believe that.
But yeah, it does sound weird, regardless of whether it has a silencer or not. I think it does have a silencer. Yeah, she puts a silencer on. Yeah.
It still sounds weird.
Yeah, it sounds weird. It doesn't sound natural to the game, or at least it doesn't even sound like how some games. It just sounds weird. But it seems to be like some desync between that and shooting the zombies. So like I think it does need some polish, but I do believe that it's not like completely dead. I think with some polish it would be good. And I want to say, give it the benefit of a doubt and be like, maybe they just showed, very like light on the zombies, for this gameplay trailer, right? Like, maybe it was an earlier build or whatnot, right? But
see,
because you don't always
I
want to like show
understand-
all your cards, right?
I get that, but this
like,
being
what-
one of the forced gameplay trailers, I'm not asking them to fill the map with zombies, but I'm asking for the ambience to be there. I'm asking for them to have some kind of indication that there's more than 5 zombies in the hallway at one point in the game.
5, dude. They
I
showed
want-
like 1 and then like 2 more. That's it.
Okay.
Well,
Like
maybe
they didn't
I
really
wonder.
they didn't really hoard, is what I'm saying.
Like,
Like the zombies didn't.
If
It
there
didn't
was
seem
some
like a threat.
if there was zombie bodies on the floor,
Mhm.
like just dead bodies there, then I would believe them. Like, okay, they cleared it out early, or so that's why there's so little.
Mhm.
If there was more damage or things that indicated that they had cleared it out, I would be okay with that. But the way it felt was like, oh shit, Bob, did you get the design ready? No, you don't have it. Fuck. Okay, we're pulling an all-nighter. Let's detail this scene 10 minutes in, put it here, put like 3 zombies down,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll do a little demo. Cool. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go to
Yeah,
bed.
like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the game is fine. It's just it's lacking.
They haven't showed us why this is a survival game.
Yeah,
Because,
it's like it looks like it's lacking the threat. Like the enemies are
Yeah.
lacking. Like they're walking too much without seeing it zombies. It's like playing like like let's say 7 Days to Die. You can't walk more than like a minute or 30 seconds or maybe let's say 40.
This is
right?
why
Without seeing a zombie. Right?
this is why I compared it to Project Zomboid, because in Project Zomboid there were those moments where we wouldn't see any zombies for a while, and then we open one door, we'd be hearing the noises, we open one door, and then boom, there's a bunch of fucking zombies. Then we're like, oh, this is where they were.
Maybe,
You
but
know?
like
Maybe.
I'm not
I think
asking them to have like an endless horde, but I'm asking, is there a way that I can feel like I'm under some kind of pressure, some kind of dread, that, if I fuck up, if I didn't have the silencer, Junior will be eaten by zombies?
Yes.
Like it feels like more DayZ-ish and stuff like that than which is not bad per se. Like that's why I compared it to Miscreated, because Miscreated did not have zombies like everywhere. There was only like certain parts where there was zombies.
If it's gonna be like that, then why even bother playing the day before? Blah.
Yes.
I'm having a tough time. You could just play a DayZ.
Maybe maybe I want to present an idea. What if it's, remember how we said the day before it's like supposed to be like a recent attack?
Uh-huh.
What if there isn't that many people that turned into zombies?
But then why are the buildings decrepit? Why are all these buildings broken windows? Why are all the cars missing windows and crashed?
Well, I mean, here's to counter that. Just a while ago, you said the buildings aren't decrepit.
Well, I mean, like they look like no one lived in there for at least a week.
You think so?
They look. Okay, if we go
they look
in,
looted, which I mean that could be a thing because people like loot and just run away. Yeah,
but they don't from the outside, like.
Or what if they showed us only an area with like very little zombies?
This could be like an area that was like evacuated, because it does look like it's an evacuated zone. So it just to me it looks fine. It's just I need more enemies, more things to do. Like I don't know if this is gonna be like I don't know if it's gonna be like like an online game.
Those trash bags like put next to a fucking ambulance, that doesn't happen in one day. That doesn't happen in a week. That's like shit that goes on after months. Like the atmosphere looks dead. You look at the cars, some of the cars do have that look of they haven't been touched in a while. There's piles of trash all put up together. There's trash all over the floor. Those are not things that happen in a week.
But not like in disrepair. Like, you know what I mean? Like it looks kind of like a week, 2 tops.
In the 2001 version, if you told me this was like a few days after, I would believe you, because it actually looks like a few days after. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, the day before implies that this is recent.
You also gotta take into account like what kind of game it is. Is it like, is it gonna be like just
zombies
local like servers,
or like you have to manage yourself?
Yeah, like is it more on the survival aspect or more on the kind of open world kind of aspect? But like I think it's gonna be like, and then also like, is it gonna be like you just play with a couple friends, you load up, like or is it gonna be like servers? Because if it's like servers, like let's say back to 7 Days to Die, or like even Miscreated, or like other games that are not even zombies, like Conan Exiles, where you could have PvP, that could be a thing. Like I do see like where there's a PvP and a focus on a PvP with slight PvE action, like where they do kind of interfere, like the zombies could third party you. That's a thing. I've had so much fun in games like that before they got fucking scrapped. Like I'm looking at War Z, I think it was called. That was fun. Like there was not too many zombies.
Why is all those stuff on Google Drive? That's
I have no
dumb.
idea. But
no, because I went to a website because as people do know, you want to go into a website to go see what is the game
I
about.
don't.
And wow,
I stay away from websites
well, no, that's just bad.
sometimes.
Anyways, and they're stating it's an open world MMO survival set in a deadly post-pandemic America.
So it's an MMO.
With-
Well, it depends on how
Yes,
big. Yeah.
and then they're
So then
stating that the game is meant to imply.
I would say the PvP aspect is really going to be the focus. Not gonna lie.
So it's meant to have a big world.
What they're saying, from what I'm looking at, their Twitter and all that, that we feel like that Simple Guys from the 90s action movie, you know,
Mm.
they want to have this feeling of dread and suspense throughout the game. They want you to focus on the zombies, but the main issue is the survival.
That's what I'm saying. Like, surviving against other players. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But here's the thing. The zombies are important because the zombies create the urgency. If you're listening, I want you to understand the reason Project Zomboid works is because
Every action you do can alert
the zombies are endless. They will come get you. They can break your shit. And once they break your shit, they get into your house, you fight, and worst case, you lose your base.
Well, I mean, worst case is dying.
Well, I think this is completely different from. Like, I think between Project Zomboid, and the reason I'm not using Project Zomboid as a guideline for it or comparison is because I think it's just two totally different types of games. Like, Project Zomboid has a.
Well,
I get it, but like the reason like they can't have the gameplay just like it because or like even remotely close to it, where there is that sense of dread, and you have to basically hunker down.
well, here's the thing.
It's not
if
the
it's
direction
going
of it.
to be, if the direction is
Mhm.
PvP focused, then that game is just not going to be it because that's just going to be Rust.
Yeah, but
what
what
is
says people are not going to play it?
It's going to be Orc survival, but worse. It's going to be DayZ, but worse.
Yeah, but people play those games, do they not?
People play those games because they carved out their niche
I don't
markets.
know. I think it's not
You're
niche.
going to tell me that you want this game to be something that rivals DayZ. I'm going to ask, how does it rival it when DayZ has had all the time to do everything it needed to, from the port they were mod to become a real game to releasing a DLC?
The same way all the other games that are the same where they have survival PvP aspects, they're thriving. It's a big market. It's a huge market. I know you don't like PvP. I know you hate PvP. So it's maybe not for you, but there's a lot of people that can play.
I'm okay with PvP, but here's the
I
thing.
don't believe that statement whatsoever.
In this instance,
anytime we mention PvP, you're just like
yeah,
exactly.
But in this aspect, in Project Zombie, I would be okay with looters and raiders and PvP and now because
we've tried and you said no. You've shut that down.
No, we've talked about it, but we never did it. Like
because you don't want it. You don't want it. I know how. I'll do one right now.
You've never mentioned and talked about it like, oh yeah, because we've mentioned looters and raiders, but we've never had that.
Because you don't want it.
Because at the end of the day, the whole fact is the survival aspect. Even in fucking in 7 days, like the whole point
here's the thing.
is
like I prefer to play a game PvP, like in those type of things, survivals, because there's a lot more sense of dread. If you want a sense of dread, play PvP. If you want to take it chill and just have that PvE aspect, like I'm okay with it, right? But I prefer PvP because it just makes things like the sense of I need to protect my stuff like 10 times better. Like it's just you don't protect it, like it's just like also with 7 days. You have a way where you can manipulate the AI, right? And you can take that to your advantage where you make things too easy for you. And I've said this time and time again, the human brain likes to struggle, right? They find some kind of amusement in struggle, like whether you deny it or you accept it or not. Like it is a thing, right?
Does that explain why I did that Minecraft thing again?
Yes. So if you get like too complacent, you become bored, right? So when you're able to manipulate the AI in a certain sense, it's not great. That's why playing against, playing League of Legends versus bots is not as fun as playing versus, actual enemies, or playing, well, basically anything with against bots, it's just.
I've been playing Warzone, the Battle Royale match
And
a
what
few
happened with
times
that?
a day. I said the Battle Royale one, not
Oh, the battle royale, not
yeah.
the thing. Exactly, because when we were playing the DMZ, you're like, and you would get mad when someone came in third party us or something like that. You were like, fucking shit, like, oh, such cowards or whatever, right? But the thing
Mostly
is,
because they ran and hid, but fuck it.
it just makes like that sense of where they can always third party us. That makes it like kind of more, you want to protect your stuff. It goes into your decisions a little bit more and it affects those things. So like in the day before, I can see that PvP aspect, like, oh, how far do we want to go? Like, I'm fine running into zombies, but if you're running into zombies, you got to shoot them, right? And if you shoot them, then that alerts other people to your location, more or less, right? So then you can get third partied by PvP things. It's like there's a lot of games I want to play with you guys like that, but I just don't mention them because I know Mitsuki, like, I know you don't like PvP. I don't know about Junior. I think Junior is kind of just newer into the thing, so it's
See,
probably
here's
not
the
as
thing.
good.
I'm more annoyed with
I mean-
PvP when it's like mostly with certain things
Mhm.
with lag. Because of lag, I don't like it because it's like fucking irritating when you don't get outskilled because someone's better than you, you just get outskilled because the game stuttered like for 5 seconds and you got fucking killed. It's annoying. And
Sure.
this is what I'm pointing out with the gameplay and the disconnect.
Mhm.
From what it's looking like, it doesn't look like PvP will be a focus from at least from what it's looking, because the all person is there and then they suddenly disappear for like a good solid amount of time and then they reappear. And it's
Mhm.
looking like, okay, if you are so unconcerned with being flanked, being caught, being grabbed by PvP players, why are people able to do this? If it's going to be PvP focused with no care about the zombies, then why include the zombies? Why not take it the Division route?
No one's saying that it's not no care about zombies. That's why I specifically said that the zombies can third party you. So I specifically mentioned the zombies during the PvP
Well,
aspect of it.
I'm talking about like, as for the gameplay trailer, as for all what we're seeing,
Mhm.
it doesn't really strike me as it really does strike me as they kind of forgot to fill up the map and they were just trying to get this gameplay trailer out and finished with. Because at one point you see an alarm go off. Now,
Mhm.
to me, the alarm would
Oh
bring
shit!
the zombies, which would bring players who would be trying to find you to take your shit. Because,
Mhm.
the alarm goes off, you have to deal with the zombies. Now, after you deal with the zombies, people come in, people are looking for you. But she turns it off, doesn't worry, then starts waving her head in front of Pulse and runs off. No care, no fucking anything,
Mhm.
just a simple whatever. To me, that was a perfect time to have an alarm go off, have zombies come in, have her be shot at, show some indication that there's a PvP element, but they're not showing that. In the 2021, they did show that. They did show you were being shot at by other players. But here, there's none of that. That's why I'm thinking it's either A, heavily unfinished, or B, they've scrapped ideas and just went for the most basic of basic stuff. Because think about it. The 2021 trailer had someone being shot at with rifle rounds. You could hear the gun go off. Why couldn't you have it here, someone shooting, have them get attacked, run off, and have our heroine run into the building with getting hit once or twice, but being able to escape? That would have given us the indication that PvP is available, that the game is meant for PvP and survival with the zombies, and shown us some of their hand. I get not wanting to reveal all your tricks in one basket, but here's the thing. When you decide that you want to keep all this hidden, you make people like me really doubt the game is anywhere near complete and won't need to wait till 2024 or 2025. Oh, also, I do want to address this. I have been seeing a lot of people claim it's a money laundering scheme, and that is probably the funniest shit I've read in the weeks, because the game looks unpolished, the game looks unfinished, the game looks, empty. Those are valid criticisms. But calling it a money laundering scheme is stupid, because money laundering means you get the money back. When you're doing game design and you're paying contractors and putting all the money down, you're not going to get that money back. So how is a money laundering scheme?
Also, I don't think you want a money laundering scheme that out in the open.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's so dumb. Those people are dumb. The whole thing is, it just looks unfinished. And I really hope that 2 months, 3 months down the line, we get an updated gameplay trailer which shows either some PvP aspect, more zombies, or something. Because come on now. Even in the house, like when she goes into the house, it's like super empty. There's no zombies at all inside.
I just think like maybe it's going to be more zombies appear the longer you play.
I don't know. Those kinds of games always are questionable.
I mean, technically 7 Days to Die doesn't do that, but at least in the main world. But once the 7 Night rolls around, it's literally wave after wave. But they do make the zombies stronger.
Yeah, but the 7th day is something you can anticipate. Here, there's no day count, does nothing.
I hate it.
Yes.
Yes.
Our ghost has returned!
Yeah, I've been here for quite some time. I just had to go clean up the kitchen and also clean
You
up
couldn't
my
have
fridge
made that
because
notification before?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm also cleaning up my room while you guys were talking.
But anyways.
You know what? Before we reach the 40-minute mark talking about a game that, honestly, I'm probably never going to play.
Honestly, same here. I'm probably never going to play it too. And that's because when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, yeah, hi. But, like, when I saw the trailer, it looked so fucking generic. Like, oh my god. To me, it looked so generic, so boring.
You know what? I'm going to say it. The Day Before looks like a knockoff of Days Gone By.
Days Gone?
It looks like someone ripped it off, because the whole point of Days Gone By is there's the human element, there's the story element.
Is it Days Gone or Days Gone By? I don't know what you're talking about. I believe it's
Days Gone.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm not familiar with this game.
Days Gone, yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, I can see it.
Oh.
The zombies are a threat in their own right, but the whole point is, like, there's a story, there's all this, and you do fight other human groups, you do get shot at, there's also wild animals that you have to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was peak multiplayer, like we could play Days Gone, but the Days Gone universe in multiplayer, that'd be perfect, because you have the zombie horde, which is a threat if you let it build up. But then you also have the horde of raiders who will look for your shit and doing quests for townsfolk to try and gain their trust, so you can buy motorcycle parts, guns, ammo, food, water, all that shit. So I really wish the devs would realize that their game is a worse version of that.
Well, anyways, I think they will fix it, and I hope they do polish it up.
I
but
hope
I don't
they
really
do.
Like Junior said, I don't want to spend too much time. We already got 40 minutes in talking about this bullshit, which is not what I anticipated, because we do have other topics to talk about. Specifically, Cultist talk about some things he wanted to talk about, because ghostings, and
yeah.
Go ahead, Cultist. Do your thing, because I'm done with this thing.
Do the roar.
Do the thing where you talk.
Okay, hold on.
Go.
Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Fucking give me a second. I'm gonna start screaming.
We gave you 40
You're
minutes.
already screaming.
Okay. So, anyways, update from last time. The Sims 3 has already happened, and so Yes, more updates. And we finally found out what the Sims 4 update was and what they're finally doing for Project Renee, Sims 5. Okay, so first, the Sims 4. They added more customization to the Sims, more specifically for any trans Sims or Sims to Sims with disabilities, essentially. So notably, they added top surgery scars. They also added binders, and they also adding hearing aids. And this is pretty cool because like you already have a life simulator meant to like provide people like their own escape into a different reality in which they can change up things in their lives. But most of all, it's because of the Sims. They're living out a different life through their Sims, and so by including these things,
More
it's more amazing
representation.
because it's honestly more representation, and it's pretty cool. Okay, moving
That's
on.
nice, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it really is. Okay, so onto Project Renee. So basically, we finally have more news on it, thank God. So essentially, one of the few things was the playtest that was released was on an apartment, and this was to test out the new customization features. And so essentially, besides being able to choose out furniture and the different colors, you could change the patterns, you can change the texture of the furniture, and most of all, you could also change the individual parts of the furniture itself, like say a sofa leg or a sofa's pattern or
So
stuff
what
like
you're
that.
saying is, I can make my house look like a crack den by
Yes,
choice?
actually. Yes.
Junior, you know what we're gonna do?
You can do that on your own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why would Junior do that?
Because Junior plays Nasus, I can see his house falling into a state of disrepair.
Fuck you.
Okay, to continue on with the customization, this also goes hand in hand with multiplayer because the multiplayer in Project Renee, when in terms of customization, everyone is going to be able to customize um, the living space at same time. So, say someone's editing a bedroom, someone else could be working on the living room, the bed, another bedroom, the bathroom, wherever. It's all same time, all to your liking.
All I'm hearing
And
is a grief situation
Yes,
right now.
that's what I'm hearing. I'm seeing
yes.
Eno try to decorate his house in old Victorian time, and then someone coming in and changing his design to something else, and him just being upset, and then the Northing gets changed, and the wall
I mean,
just
he
all
wouldn't
green.
be, but we get.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just throwing out something there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about multiplayer and that whole griefing thing, actually, multiplayer, they're going to be doing it based on like an invite basis instead of just like open MMO like type of multiplayer.
It will be really weird if it's an open MMO type, open MMO
Oh,
rental.
absolutely would. Dude, the amount of trolling that would happen, oh my god. It would be hilarious. But anyways, we finally got some news on the new life stage that they're actually going to be adding to The Sims, and this was like so long ago, I think. I
Is it
don't
longer
remember
than a
when we
week?
talked. Absolutely longer than a week. I think.
A
Yeah,
week
I
and
think
one
that.
day.
No, like
No, a week and 1 hour.
timeline.
We have to cut it there.
Hold on, 8 months. 8 months. It has been like 8 months, I think. But anyways, the new life stage that's coming out is going to be the infant life stage. So like,
Oh no, I don't want to relive
yeah.
those again.
Yeah, they're finally
Wait,
adding that.
those are exactly the ones I want to live.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, they finally have like the whole menu screen for like infant customization, a few of the accessories, birthmarks actually. They actually added birthmarks to infants.
Okay.
They already even have some of the interactions set up. So like if you're holding an infant, you can sit down with them, you can even talk to them. I forgot what else.
Wait,
Oh, you could also hand your infant to another sim and hope they don't kidnap them. I'm kidding, by the way.
I thought it was gonna be they don't drop them, but okay.
Okay. But yeah, we finally have news on that they're adding infants, and this update is going to be coming out exactly on March 14th. So I think this is like that would mark like the 9-month date of
My
when they announced
question
this.
is,
Yeah.
can the infants die?
Probably not.
That's just a question I had, because I know I don't like the infant stage, but it's okay. It's not deal breaker here on The Sims, but I don't know. I can't remember if the infants could die like how the children could or the people could if you trap them in a pool.
So the children would get. Wait, no, I think they would die.
Yeah, the children could die. There's ways to kill them, like box them in.
That's kind of
until they
fucked.
just die.
Who knows? Who knows? Oh, but yeah.
I mean,
essentially,
what else are you gonna do? Beat them every day and take them to parties so they can live your life?
The turkey's projecting.
well, I mean, they can also have play dates, so. Also, can I just mention something real quick? The animations, oh my god, they're so adorable. Oh my god.
Wait, is this an update coming to Sims, the Sims 4?
Yes, the Sims 4.
Sims
Shouldn't
4
they be working on Sims 5?
They are working on Sims 5.
You can have two. This is EA, Junior. They have two different teams.
Yeah.
But it's been years.
Yeah.
Wait, did someone say EA?
I mean, it's been the same. Like you're acting surprised that it's a developer that is now releasing new content for a game that's like multiple years old. I mean, doesn't League of Legends do that every week?
Damn.
Yes,
Sure.
but like one is The Sims, and two, it's like it
The
doesn't
Sims
feel like
still
something
has
EA
a player
would do.
base.
No, I'm not doubting that as a player base, but like at this point, you should just spend all the effort on the
Well,
new
also,
game.
it was part of the promise that they made with The Sims that there was going to be less DLC and more free updates. So I guess
see.
they're trying to build some goodwill from the community.
All right, next game, you're either gonna have a microtransaction to transition to the next stage.
Damn.
You start with Vulcans.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways, there are a few smaller things that I also found. So we finally have news that the FNAF movie is finally getting worked on. I think I remember also seeing that they had a snapshot of it, but I haven't looked at it because, God, I want to save the surprise for when it comes out at theaters.
So is the FNAF movie actually going to show us the bite of 76 or 84, whatever it's supposed to be?
Yes, it's supposed to. It has to at this point, man.
You know, if it's nothing but memes, why does it sound like a bad idea?
Because it does sound like a bad idea on paper. Like, you have the entire story already done, you have everything done, and now you're like, let's commercialize it for a movie.
FNAF in general is a bad idea.
Like, ultimately, this is the equivalent of keeping some guy on blue balls for 2 weeks before he realizes that's not worth it and just leaves.
Look, I'm just excited for it because I want to see some gory scenes, dude.
Then watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, I've already seen clips of it. It's not doing it.
You want to see robots murdering people? I'm pretty sure you can.
Look, I'm just excited that they're finally working on it because, like, the story itself is just convoluted.
So, going back to what you guys were mentioning about EA and stuff, I had something to talk about EA.
Yes.
News from EA. That's a rare sight in these days.
So
I just wanted
EA.
to finish up.
Oh, what did you have another thing for FNAF, or you have something else that can wait till after the EA thing?
It can wait.
It's a different topic.
Just 2 small little snippets.
That's totally fine because you don't have to take the whole time to talk about you. What if someone gets tired of listening to your voice and skips past it, and then they can come back in like 2 minutes later and they can hear your voice again. So like. You don't want to do all your things. You don't want to dump your voice all in one section.
You don't want to put them all in one basket now, don't you?
Yeah.
Dude,
come on, Brian.
I just want to finish up. It's just 2 small things.
We're not letting you do that.
Just so you can mute yourself for the rest of the podcast?
Pues ni modo. Like, this is my...
I rarely talk, you're staying here.
Look, what if mine was just a really quick topic? It was going to take like a minute. We could have been done by now.
Then go ahead. Go ahead, I'll
You
time
know,
you then.
it just would have fit better, because EA segue into EA.
Well, I mean, Brian segued from Sims into another Sims-like game into Sims, so that really kind of shows his segue potential.
Yeah.
It's
So,
kinda
anyways,
bad.
back to EA. Like I was saying, EA, we got some cool announcements from EA. They're pulling the plug for Apex Mobile or Apex Legends Mobile and Battlefield Mobile. And you're like, what? Battlefield Mobile? Yeah. Apparently, there was a Battlefield Mobile game. I didn't know about it either, but it was
The
still
fuck?
in development. It did have some betas and all, but they are pulling the plug on that as well. Alongside the developer that was working on it, Industrial Toys is shutting down as well for that. So sad stories or sad news for people that played Apex Legends. I'm looking at you, Ghost, and
Very unfortunate.
yes, very unfortunate. Yeah, it's okay. It's not like you were winning any games, anyways. I'm just kidding.
I never played, and therefore I never lost. So
Well,
congratulations.
that's why I said Ghost. So congratulations, Junior. How about you butt out of things that are not around about you?
Well, I was just offering condolences, so you know what? Fuck you.
I was
God
talking
damn it!
to-
I was honestly hoping it was something else and not Apex shutting down. God damn it!
Yeah, so EA did say that because I was kind of confused because it was kind of I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was like one of the best sellers from mobile games last year, right? So it's kind of questionable, but they did say EA made a statement that said that the ongoing experience was not going to meet the expectations in regards to it against players and stuff, right? So regardless of the strong start they had, EA, or I think specifically it was Respawn, felt that their content pipeline for Apex Mobile was going to fall short of the expectations that they had, so they decided to sunset it. So you have until May 1st, 2023 to play if you can. They have been removed from the storefront, so I don't know if you can still download them.
Nope.
Any like microtransactions and stuff like that, you cannot purchase anymore. Currency, I don't know what the currency is.
The microtransactions?
They are not going to be refunding anything. So
Of course not.
Spend whatever coins you got because EA is not going to give you shit back.
Very unfortunate.
And that's all I have for that.
Actually, did receive some information on Activision Blizzard. So while the legal battle is going, they've been told that they need to pay $35 million USD by the Securities and Exchange Commission over controversial management failures, such as whistleblower punishment and workplace disclosure control shit. So, this isn't looking good for the acquisition.
Oh no.
No
merger. How could that for?
Well, the UK, Blizzard stated that they were very confident that the merger was going to go through. Now, they're expecting the UK to block it, and they're being ordered to pay fines, which, generally speaking, when you're being ordered to pay fines but you're in the middle of the merger, the fines don't go Sorry about that.
They don't go with that.
The fines don't go through until after the merger. So this tells us that it's very likely that these mergers are not going to happen.
So
I guess only time will tell.
Right. Only time will tell.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into the weeds of the whole merger thing because I think we beat that freaking topic down.
I don't think having a legal discussion for 3 episodes is a good idea.
Yeah. So what do you got for us, Cultist? What are those 2 extra things you wanted to cover real quick before we get on to our next segment?
One of the extra things was that the Among Us developers pleaded whoopsie daisy because they accidentally broke the Geneva Convention rules. And if you want to know specifically, it essentially has to deal with the cross in Medbay on the Skeld map. It isn't supposed to be red because, I don't know, I didn't read up on the rule.
Because only the Red Cross can use red crosses.
Oh yeah,
it's the same thing that happened to Stardew Valley breaking the Geneva Convention.
What?
Basically, they had a red cross on their pharmacy, and only the Red Cross is allowed to have red cross.
That likeness, yeah.
Okay, why is... Okay, besides the obvious, you don't want impersonations.
Why is that supposed to essentially be the Red Cross is the only organization recognized by governments and militaries as a legitimate whatever?
But it's a game.
It's just how it is.
You open a door for one person to do it, and everyone else wants to do it and use excuses, etc. So yeah.
And then eventually you get Modern Warfare having you impersonate Red Cross policemen to shoot people.
And then it looks bad on the Red Cross, and then people start like not trusting them, and etc. etc. Yeah. There you go.
But
What
yeah,
else?
they just changed. Okay, after that it was Kirby's Return to Dreamland is coming to Switch, and they're adding more mini games. Like they actually have an entire section just called Magalorland or whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're just bringing Kirby to Switch again, and yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, there is a.
Actually,
I think that's all the news we got.
That's all the news we got.
I actually had something funny from Eno when he mentioned about the wall riding.
Oh yeah, they banned it.
Yep, they banned it.
NASA banned. I mean, NASCAR. You know the wall ride that one NASCAR dude did like a couple episodes ago.
Oh, I remember that.
They have banned it. Yep, they're like, you can't do it. It was too dangerous. It was a risk, So yeah.
But, the risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math. Wait, so is he disqualified then?
No, I think it's just like not retroactively. It's just kind of going forward. You can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
The motherfucker's taking the fun out of NASCAR again.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Junior's like, NASCAR was just getting fun. Anyway, so we're about an hour in, guys. We're kind of late.
All right.
But let's just wrap this thing up by talking about what we've been doing this week. It's been about a week since our last episode, right? So
I don't know.
We'll just
to sum it up for me, I've been doing nothing.
Let's just catch up,
guys?
Yeah.
Same. Well, I mean, I've been playing Minecraft, but it's as boring as you get when you play Minecraft all by yourself.
So, what are you even doing in Minecraft?
Play Elfcraft.
So, it started with me mining out a chunk, as I did last week.
Yes.
And then I realized this is a pain in the ass to do with just stone pickaxes.
Yes. Why don't you use, like, iron pickaxes or something?
Or netherite.
The idea was that I would get into the world. It was a server from someone else and other friends thing, but that people are already doing. So I was like, I'm just gonna mine out a chunk because I was angry about the RuneScape thing. Which, just for in case anyone actually gives a shit about this, they got rid of the ban, and I have not logged back in.
What the fuck? I was like, why don't you just go back in?
I don't know why.
I'm played some RuneScape.
Like I get into the groove of playing a game I'm into, and then I just leave.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome to adulthood. That is me. Now you know why I have freaking like 700 fucking games or whatever the fuck I have on my library and Steam. I never know what to play.
Why can't I play the other ones? It's not even like there's nothing wrong with them. I just don't want to.
They're perfectly good. It's just you play a game when you're in the mood, It's just
Like silently, my mood to play Monster Hunter is slowly rising up, and it might.
You know what's funny? I was gonna play Monster Hunter yesterday, but I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to play Rise. I have Rise, but like, I was like, I want to play World, but I don't really know. Like, which I was gonna try out Dauntless or whatever the hell, and then I think Cultist posted something about Wild Hearts, and I was like, I'm waiting for Wild Hearts. I still haven't played. I think this whole week, I think I turned on Fire Emblem Engage for like 10 minutes.
I just left it there.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it, but like not like I don't think they're like actual spoilers. I've just seen people talk about like what units are good and stuff like that.
I saw the ending. But, I saw the mad ending.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Don't lose. Very bad.
Oh okay. I won't lose.
He's already lost. Bye.
Well, like I always get like or when I get out like yesterday, I think I got off pretty early. Like I was like 9 or no, not yesterday. The day before yesterday, I got off like at 9. I was like, I'll lay down and I'll, play my thing. And then, or actually yesterday, I got off like at 1 a.m. and we were playing ARMs with Billy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'll turn this off because I'm probably being too loud. Other people were getting off. So I was like, let me get the Switch and whatever. I literally just looked at the Switch here on the dock. It's like, it's next to my mouse. And I'm like, nah, I'll just go watch YouTube. Like, I don't know. Like, I've just been like, I think it's because like there's a lot of changes at work right now. And they still haven't really settled, and they won't really be settled for like the next like 3 months or so. So I'm not sure if I'm staying with the current route that I have or I'm doing something else different. So I'm just kind of like, it's just like, it's stressful. And I'm just like, whatever. I've also just been getting, I want to get back into the coding But like I watched like a video of coding and I'm like, okay, I get this, right? I get it, but I don't know the technical terms for everything. I know what I gotta do. I just don't know the actual technical terms for it. And if you know anything about coding, Junior, so like let's say I don't know what like public void will do. Or like not like that I don't know what it do. I wouldn't know like the word public, to make it a public.
It's
Yeah.
public. It's not the
Yeah, like
semicolon, but it's the colon, I believe.
yes,
And then
it's not
everything
necessarily that
underneath it is public
yes.
until you put private.
So it is not that I don't know like how to code it and stuff. It's just that sometimes I'm like, oh, what was that word I need to use? And the word is public to make it public. Yeah. So like I'm just like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to write here? I forgot. So I just don't know the technical or the terms for it, like I guess for the actual like the language essentially. So I know the syntax, really, right? But I don't know the language, essentially. So yeah. So it's weird. So it's just like I have to refresher, and then sometimes people doing like tutorials or just don't have the brightest of voices, so I just gotta like turn them off. And I'd rather just figure out by fiddling with things. That's why I've been opening up Tmod Loader. I don't know if you guys seen. I open up Tmod Loader sometimes and try to do something. Yes. I got that Mordekaiser Mace. Now the next thing on the docket is trying to make that AOE. Yes. But I think I'm gonna go the route of. Something.
God damn it!
I think I'm gonna go the route of just making a buff or a debuff. My bad. Like a poison or something.
Yes.
So
anyway,
yeah.
I guess I remember, but this sucks.
Yes, it does.
This indecision to play games. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, that's adulthood. That happened to me. That's why I like MMOs, because MMOs keep me kind of interested and like I at least have something to go to. So I have been playing WoW a lot more. For what I've been doing, at least I've been playing a lot more WoW. I just can't decide like what class I want to play. I wanted to play like some heals, but playing at heals and doing solo quests is not that great. Also, I'm going to add Junior the guild we joined. I don't know, like there's people, but I feel like there's always someone like joining. So I'm just like, I don't know if they're just randomly sending invites to people and maybe it's not as big. It's kind of inflated. So I'm like, okay, I think the older guild that I had from the other druid, the female one on the other server, I think that one's better. I want to say that they actually are merged. So I want to like kind of like, I thought about leaving the guild and seeing if the other guild that I have on the other server is actually merged with this one. So I wonder if I can join it. Because it's a smaller guild. There's probably like 8 people on at a time, but there is like 40 people or 60 people, something like that do have them. I have them on the Discord. So I was thinking of just like, because they have their own Discord and they actually like chill and like I see people on. There's like 10 people sometimes like talking in the Discord, just chilling. Yeah. But I was watching the day that I streamed. I hosted one of my friends. Like it's weird. Like I know, like I've known him. I played with him, but I just don't know from where. Like I'm pretty sure it was Black Desert. So I was trying to talk to him and say like, do you remember this or what? Whatever. Because he seemed like not to remember my name, but I definitely know who he is. I just don't know from what game. But I watched him play and he was doing some like I don't know if it was a raid or like some mythic, but like it just got me like into like a lot more. Because like even when that one dungeon we did, even though it's like a really low level dungeon, it got me like enjoying. Like I enjoy the fact that you kind of like there's chaos, so you kind of have to do things a certain way. Like it sucks when you don't know what to do, but like when you have people that explain it, like that one guy we had, the tank, he was really good at explaining. Like, if you get this, move here. Like, cool, okay, cool. And sure, there's plugins and stuff that tell you like where to go and stuff, but I don't really like messing with plugins too much. But
I mean, it was fun, excluding the fact that I was being called.
Oh yeah, but that adds to the chaos, Junior.
But it's bullshit.
But did you die?
Yes.
You're like, yes, twice. I had to res you. I was like, I need some DPS. I just res Junior. But yeah, it's fun and I like it. And like that's the good part. I just sometimes don't like questing is fun. Also, like, and I like the story. Mitsuki was saying earlier that he was, I don't know what the heck he was rambling about. He was rambling about while not having a good story. I actually like to think that it does have a good story. That the story is like so intertwined that it goes together. But yeah, like even Cultist, he saw me do, I think it was like part of the Battle for Azeroth part. Like it had some cinematics, and he actually seemed kind of interested in what the hell it was going on.
Cinematics, yes,
Yeah, but like if you actually take the time and read the actual quests, like they all kind of like the area kind of has like a story to that area, like that zone. Each zone has like they may not always
I
be
have read the
cohesive.
quests and the areas before. My issue is that a lot of WoW story
Mhm.
is generally put into the background, and this is something other people play WoW and other people who've done it longer than us will mention, that a lot of the story and a lot of the plot gets resolved in the books in the back
Uh-huh.
that no one reads, and is one of the issues with the game.
Yeah, well, I think it does fine. Like I know like some people say that the zone itself, like the story of the world is kind of contained to certain zones, but I kind of like that. Like Junior, we were playing the Draenei area. They had kind of like a little storyline. Even if you don't read the quests, like you kind of know what's going on. You kind of
Basically,
just
the
by the
area is
dialogue.
corrupted.
Yeah, and you got to find out like what's going on here when there's people that like there's those weird voidlings and stuff like that. So it has the story, it's just sometimes those stories don't transfer over to the next area and stuff. So you kind of like get left like, okay, so I'm leaving this area. I helped them out for a little bit and that's it. And I'm like, that's kind of fine, because if you think about it, like when you look at the real world, like each, like a state could have like its own, story. It has its own history, and you move on to a different state, it's kind of different, right? Or like a different country, it's different, right? So that's the way I see it. So I think it's okay.
It's kind of
Sure,
how
like
League has great lore, but the game you'd assume it has no lore.
yeah. So I think it's fine. It's not like it's not like extravagantly like fleshed out and everything, but the lore is there, the story is there, and they kind of sometimes they do meld together, and there is kind of a sense of like, what are you doing? Sure, they don't have a lot of cinematics like to guide that story to, but if you actually take the time to appreciate the world for what it is, I think it's there. Like same with the whole like it's Burning Crusade had a story, the Wrath of Lich King had a story, Cataclysm affected the whole world. It's there. It's just I don't know. Pandaria kind of, I don't know the whole story because I didn't really start play that much of Mr. Pandaria, but yeah. So from there to I think I started playing back in Shadowlands. No, I did play a little bit for Battle for Azeroth, but not enough to actually like look at the story. But yeah, but
I have an idea.
Yeah.
You said that the Monster Hunter thing, Dauntless.
Mhm.
Let's try playing it tomorrow.
I'm down.
All right.
Yeah. What else? I think that's like I said. Yeah, I've played a little bit of WoW.
Say tomorrow I could go fuck myself, huh, Junior?
It's Junior's birthday.
I can't play it tonight. I have a gun in Cecil, you fuckwit.
Junior has a gun in Cecil to go to. He's got some barbecue.
I can't ever get time to play with you guys. So fuck.
You'd have to play Friday nights. Unless you work Saturdays.
I don't work weekends.
Okay, well I work Saturdays sometimes. Except for one. Sunday, every 5th Saturday I don't work. So yeah, and then Saturday nights we usually we play Saturday nights. It's just we do like we'll record and then we'll play a little bit and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, it's life. And these guys can't really play because they have school. So you just gotta wait till the semester ends and you can play with them.
Don't worry, Mitsuki.
We'll play again sometime.
Someday.
I'm gonna make some zombies and shoot them. I'm calling Junior and Cultist Junior.
We could play Dauntless. I'm down for like an RO craft if Junior's still in the Minecraft fix or whatever. I think
most of my hatred for the server right now is just like no one else is on. I hate playing Minecraft on my own. It's like it's a worse Terraria.
Yes, it's like, boring.
Yes.
It's also like Terraria's fun. Terraria alone is not as fun, but it is more fun than Minecraft alone. Like it's just yeah.
Minecraft like I'm not a builder. I don't give a shit. And even then, building alone sounds like ass.
Yes, we could play like a Feed the Beast. And wait, can we do both? Like RL craft with like fucking. But I'm down to play with RL craft.
RL craft, and then replace the door with TNT.
You sound like a masochist, and that doesn't change shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm down for that. Wait, there was something else that I was playing.
Your mom.
You know what?
I tried out Warlander. You should definitely look at that, Junior.
Warlander.
Yeah, it's on Steam. I downloaded Warlander. I wanted to play Conan, but Mitsuki said no. And I was like, but Conan is fun.
This during this, Adrian? You said we wanted to do a PvP. 7 days to die.
Yeah.
How about when the summer?
in the summer. I'm down to do a PvP. I'm down to do PvP anything in this whatever.
Oh, I know, but I want to like. I assume if we're doing PvP, like 7 Days to Die, it's gonna be
do a game that you're used to, so you can kind of get, you already know kind of how to play.
Well, not just that I'm used to it, but I'm assuming it's gonna be like a lot. Either we join a server, which I think would be better because a lot more people.
Yeah.
Or because like people probably would collab and we meet. And
yes, they do.
Shit.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they collab and blow shit up.
That's why. So
like it's not as bad. It's not as bad as Rust. It's not like all fucking willy nilly like Rust, but it is fun.
Why is Rust so ass that it's like that?
I don't know. I guess it just gained its notoriety as being kind of like that. You know how League, they say that League is extremely toxic, so people just kind of had to play the part now because they say like, oh, Rust, everybody just PvPs, So yeah, it's the way social stuff works. Oh yeah, it's just like Yumi being ass.
Yeah, and now she's actually ass.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking remember the ARAM matches. I had so much fun. Like I actually had fun, which is hilarious.
Anyways, that's all I got. Really, I don't really have anything else.
You know what, Mitsuki, you want to
take off your pants? Good night.
Hold on, Mitsuki, you want to do something? Let's play RL crap right now. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Something interesting. I just barely remembered that Smite existed. So
yes,
no.
Yes, I'm gonna go play my giant snake and Eldritch God, please.
You can do that on your own, Brian. I know.
Hey,
please don't play your giant snake on the chat room.
Hey, Cultist, check out. You might like Warlander if you want to play Smite. Also, I also downloaded this other game called Kart Rider Drift, which is by Nexon. So, anyway, it's Mario Kart by Nexon.
All right.
Anyways, Junior,
all right. Let's do this. We're gonna go play RL crap. You may all take off your gamer pants, and you may now put on your birthday hats.
Yes, birthday pants.
I was gonna say hat. I should have said party hat. Fuck.
Okay, put on your party hats. Woo. All right, guys.
And don't do anything all day today.
I'll see you guys on the Discord, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Wait, I should have probably made one more announcement. I may not be here next week. Maybe.
Okay.
There's a hackathon.
Oh,
see,
okay.
I either join you, I come back home, or I do it over there. But
whatever
I have to
works.
carry the headphones. And I don't think I want them to get damaged. You know what?
We'll be fine. Doesn't matter. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't do anything at all today.